guys, how we doing? Yeah, so today I'm hoping to do a little final harvest, you know, just pick up things that's ready, because as we know, the winter is here now. Last night it was 4 centigrade. That's cold, you get me? So I don't really think we're going to be able to do a lot of gardening outside when the weather is cold like that. So I've just come in, I had a couple of pumpkins, I think 3 pumpkins left, and I got some green peppers and stuff like that. I'm just going to pick them out, just try to take as much as I can, or what I can take today, and then hopefully that, you know, the allotment will just be dormant, you know, over the next, say, 3 months. All right, guys. So yeah, so this is the first thing I'm going to take out is my pumpkins. I'd already picked some pumpkins already. I had some red curry pumpkins. I'd already picked them. They're really nice, really delicious. I haven't ate all of them yet, but yeah, they're nice. All right, so this is one of the pumpkins. I've got another one here. So when you're cutting your pumpkin, you want to try to cut it as close to this as possible, as close to the vine as possible when you're cutting them. I think that actually helps them store a bit better. All right, so just like that, boom, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna rest this one here, and I've also got one over where the corn used to grow, so I'm gonna go over to the corn and pick it up now. Alright, and I've got a little small one here. I'm also gonna pick this as well. Alright guys, nice squashes, pumpkin, whichever one you want to call it, to me they're the same. Alright, so I'm gonna bring this one, put this one up here for now, and just want you guys to come over there and have a quick look at these peppers I've got here. Alright, so I've got these banana peppers, guys. They should really be going kind of orangey and then red first, and then red after, sorry, but they don't seem to be doing that. Even though we've had a very cold, frosty night, they still seem to have their leaves. So I don't know if I should leave it like this and wait maybe another week or so, you know, see what happens, or if I should take them out now. But as you can see, we've got some nice peppers here on them. You know, this is a nice one here. We've got 2 more over here, you know, and then there's another further 2. And this plant here was actually covered with flower, but it came a bit too late. You know, it's like as the winter is coming in, is when it wants to give all the flowers. I mean, if you look on top, you will see some of them now have died off. Now, I know I'm not going to get no peppers from these guys, but yeah, what do you think? Should I keep those ones on, or should I take them off? I'm not quite sure, because they look like they're still growing, or, you know, they could mature a little bit longer on the tree, you know? Right, as you come further down here, I got the chili peppers. Now, they seems to have done a little bit better. As you can see, some of them have actually taken color, you know, so I'll be picking the red ones of these ones, I reckon, today, you know. Oh. All right, but as this broke off as I was taking it off, I'll also take these green ones too. They may or may not go red, you know, as I bring them indoors. I'm not sure. All right, so let's just pick as much as these as we can, guys. So these I will actually be drying. You know, I'll be putting them to dry, because I'm not going to use all of them as they, you know, nice and fresh for now. But they won't be growing anymore, guys, so it's no point me, you know, keeping them out here, hoping them they'll get any bigger or grow anymore. You know, I think winter is definitely upon us now. So these guys, I grew them here in July, I believe. And yeah, after the experiment I was doing, the tomatoes actually, they got hit by blight, you know. So I had to tidy them up real quickly, because I didn't want it to go, you know, spread all about the place. But the peppers seems to have done well, as you can see. So let me just rest what I've picked here. I'll come back and gather them. These was meant to be my California Wonders sweet peppers. Didn't really do too well with these guys, as you can see. tried to do something, but yeah, nothing really came out of it. You know, I had 2 trees here, one smaller one, that one was slightly bigger. Didn't really get any peppers off of them, guys. Yeah, so as I'm picking this, I just want to say thank you to the people who have subscribed, you know, in the past, say, couple of weeks. I really appreciate you. And yeah, I hope, you know, we can make better videos in time to come, show you a bit more about the gardening, and maybe we might even do some adventurous stuff as well. But yeah, thank you very much for subscribing, guys. Bless. Right, so that's the peppers there for now. So I'm going to leave them here, and afterwards I'm going to come back and try to collect them. But what I will do though, just for peace of mind, I'm going to take a couple of these peppers, guys, just in case I come back one day and the tree is totally devastated by frost. So I'm going to take 3 for now, 1 for each tree, so you guys can actually see the peppers. It's nice peppers. If you feel I can pick them like these, guys, let me know. I'll come back and I'll just take the rest off of the tree. But I kind of like it when it's red, you know. I think it tastes a little bit different, a little bit more sweeter. Okay, I just want to bring you over here. This one is just more of a little bit of a catch-up. Okay, so on this bed here, I did have some cauliflowers, some Romaresco cauliflowers. I have problems saying the names, guys, but when you see it, you'll see what I'm trying to explain. Now they're just starting to flower now. This is the biggest one of them. If you can come in here and have a look. All right. Then if you can see that, guys. So I reckon maybe another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'll be able to pick this guy. But remember what I was saying to you about the Fibonacci sequence. If you look at the top of it, it goes round and round and round. And yeah, just to me, it just reminds me of the Fibonacci. So this is like my Romarescos. Now here, I did put some Karabi, guys, some Karabi plants. They grew really well, but the ones that the slugs did not eat, as you can see, the slugs took them out. So I don't know if there's anything I can do to prevent that in the future, but all of them seems to have had some sort of damage. All of them, you know? All of them seem to have like split or got eaten into. So that's something I need to try to work on for next year, guys. And further on this bed here, I've got some Savoy cabbages. Now what can I learn about this? Yeah, maybe I grew them a little bit too close together. So next year, when I do repeat the process with my Savoys, I will make sure that I give them enough space apart so they're able to open up and develop properly. But apart from that, yeah, they seem to be doing okay. Some of them are already starting to form their heads. Alright? Now these guys here are my Swedes. If I can find a clip of the video, I'll show you how small these guys were. And I was saying, you know, I don't know if they're going to survive or not. But yeah, they seem to have done really well. So I'm hoping to see some nice Swedes here also next year, guys. Doing really well on that. Yeah. Hi, guys. And also, I got some cabbages growing. And these guys, they're kind of like a different cabbage. They never grew big. They stayed small, and then they started to form a head. Now, this was given to me by one of the allotment, one of my friends on the allotment here. And they seem to be doing really well, but also as well, they've been getting eaten by the slugs. So I'm not in no rush for them, guys. Maybe I might even leave, see what happens. They might go into flower, you know. But I do like their style. I like the way they were small and compact, you know, rather than big and wide like some of the other cabbages I did grow earlier. Even though I had great results with them. This is another cabbage I've got here. I think this one here is like my January King cabbage. Yeah, this guy here, at first I thought he was a cauliflower, but yeah, I had 2 more next to it, which I've already picked. You know, so a lot of these plants that I'm actually going to leave here will actually still be good. Will still be good for the to stay over winter. All the rest, I may come here and just give a tidy up and just take out anything that I know that's not going to survive. All right, these are some parsley. I'm pretty sure these parsleys will survive over the winter, guys. I like parsley. You know, I'm just waiting for these to kind of open up, which they will. They'll become a big bush, you know, by this time, well, by next year, should I say. And if you just come over here, as you can see, guys, these are my Nero kills. Also, they're getting a little bit hit by the weather and all that. But I need to come once again, just do a little bit of tidying up around here, give them some space to breathe, and maybe I may still have, you know, I can still take some crop off of them even in the spring next year. This brown stuff you see in here, guys, this was supposed to be my sweet potato. I've never had good luck growing sweet potato, but even though I learned a trick that might help me for next year. Alright guys, so as you can see, I don't even think it's even worth me trying to dig these guys up, so I don't think there'll be any potatoes in there. Well, we were starting to get something, guys, but yeah, I don't think it's anything big enough, anything worth, you know, cheering home about, as we would say. Yeah, so let's have a quick look at how we're doing. These guys have been here for a while still, guys. As you can see, they're starting to take a nice shape, you see what I mean? So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe making some smoothies out of these guys. I've been watching some videos on YouTube. I never knew you could make wines or beers out of these, you know, and I do a little bit of brewing sometimes, so I was thinking of maybe experimenting and making like a wine or a cider out of it and just see how it turns out. So if I do make the wine or cider, guys, I'll try to make a video and I'll put it up, because it's always wise when if you're growing things, you can use them for other things apart from, you know, just the eating, you know. So yeah, so got some nice beetroot though, like I was saying, guys, nice size beetroot. So I'm gonna take up as much as I can today, because, you know, like I said, we're coming into winter now and not a lot is gonna be growing. And guys, as you can see, we've got a nice bunch of beetroot there. I'm not disappointed with this year's harvest of the beetroot, guys. I'm not going to lie. Oh, and as I'm just looking in the corner here, I think I've got a nice little round courgette hanging out. So I'm going to be picking that one out as well, guys. Yeah, let me just pick this one out. I didn't even see him hiding behind the cosmos. Once again, just like the pumpkin, just cut them. That little bit sticking out, I think they store a lot better. Hello guys. Right, so if you remember in one of my early videos, I was talking about, you know, how you can grow, you know, more than one things in the same bed. So like for instance, like we've got the corn growing here, right? I put a cucumber plant down, I put a stake next to the corn, I tied the stake to the corn tree, and then I allowed the cucumber plant to grow up, you know, up the corn. Now this is only for if you don't have a lot of space, guys, you know what I'm saying to you? But I do advise you to put a stake next to the corn plant. If not, your plant may fall over because the cucumber is very heavy. Alright, so I've left this particular section for a longer period, especially this particular cucumber plant here, because I'd like to save the seeds, you know. So I just think, like, you know, now it's a perfect time. Now the winter is coming. I don't really think that the cucumber plant is going to be giving any more, you know, energy to the actual cucumber. So I'm going to pick this one out and I'm going to be using the seeds of this one, guys. Right, also you can also grow your French beans. I'm pretty sure you guys know you can grow French beans, you know, along the corn, up the corn. And like I was saying, guys, this is only for if you don't have a lot of space. If you have a lot of space, then utilize your space. But some of us, we don't have a lot of space, and that was the idea of this, is try to grow maybe more than 1 or 2 plants in the same beds. Alright guys, so I'm hoping that this information was helpful. If it was, give us a thumbs up, guys. We gladly appreciate it, and don't forget to subscribe. On that, I'm saying live well, and together we grow.